Hi guys, it's Anya back from Interior Design Hub with your design tip of the day. So today we're going to talk about window treatments. I feel like this is one of those things that people ask quite a bit about, and I'm going to cover one type specifically because I feel like this one really will help you guys nail getting that really professional, beautiful look with your windows. All right. So I have a little notepad, and what I've done today is I'm showing you guys two windows, okay? So we're going to have the right and the wrong way. And we're stuck inside and I don't have a printer. So this is the best I can do. So I hope you don't mind. Anyways, I'm going to probably include some images just to give you some real life looks instead of just my little hand sketch here. So, all right, so we're going to get into it. So I'm going to start with the placement of your curtains. And this is, I think, one of the things that most people do incorrectly most of the time. Okay, so I think I'm going to videotape me drawing on this so I can talk through it as I draw it. I think that's a good idea. Okay, hold on. So we're back. I apologize, guys. I had some technical difficulties, so I had to redraw my windows. So what tends to happen and what's the incorrect way of hanging curtains is generally what people will do is they will put their hanger here or here. And they put it really, really tight to the frame. So this is our window frame. And then what ends up happening is we put our rod here, right? And we've got our hook here to hold the rod. And then your curtains end up sitting somewhere about here. I'm going to apologize for my hand drawing. Like I said, I do not have a printer. So we're doing the best we can. So here's your curtains. So as you can see, we haven't utilized any of this space. We've covered a big portion of the window. So you're actually, now your window opening is only this little piece here, right? Because when you have your rods here or here, your curtain can only start from this point. So we end up making everything really, really, really tight. What we can do to change the look of this to give it a more elevated look is we'll slide over to our other window and I'll show you. So a rule of thumb is we want to take our window curtain and instead of placing the rod right here on the edge, we want to go out 8 to 12 inches typically, okay? I'm going to write that down. So 8 to 12 inches out. So that's going to place our rod somewhere out here, our hook for the rod, I should say. Then what we want to do is we also want to take a look at this space and we actually want to push our curtain up as far as we can to the ceiling. So this is our ceiling line here. So what that looks like is we then take our rod out and up and now we've got it over here. Okay, so again, out 8 to 12 inches, up as close as we can to the ceiling. Here. Seems kind of weird when you just see those two lines. So now we put our rod, hang our rod. Sorry, best sketch I can do here. Now that we've got our rod placed up as close as we can to the ceiling and wide 8 to 12 inches away, when we hang our curtains, they now sit on the outside of the window. So what happens is we're not wasting the beautiful window space, which, you know, natural light is really important for our curtains. Okay, so now when you look at that, and you can actually see the difference between the two, which I might actually do when I sit down and go over it. What we've done is we've elongated the length of the ceiling height. So if our ceiling's say 9 foot, then now we're showing, we're elongating, we're making the room look even taller. And then what we've done here is you can see our window space is totally open, right? So we've opened this up. So we're keeping the view, this is our window to the outside world. We're keeping that nice and open. And what you actually also do is you trick the eye to thinking that your window is even larger than it appears to be, because this actually brings it out. So you actually almost look like you have this bigger window. So it just helps elevate the whole look. I'm going to sit down and I'll go over this a little bit more with you. One sec. I have our drawing again. This will be a little easier. So what I wanted to go through now that I've kind of sketched it out quickly for you is what happens when you look at the two side by side is this really dwarfs your window and it really compresses where the natural light is coming from. And so you see that when you do your drapery panels like this, it makes it small. And even if you have really large windows, when you cut off a part of your window, you just start shrinking in your space. And when you don't utilize this, you also shorten because your eye line generally will kind of stop at the top here, okay? So what happens here is you end up gaining the height of the room, so you really make the room feel a lot more grandiose. And yes, if you have 12-foot ceilings, it's going to feel like that kind of no matter what you do. But most people have, you know, an 8 to a 9-foot ceiling height. That's pretty typical for a lot of homes. So this helps really elongate the eye, give you that nice long length. Everybody likes to look long. It's like, you know, a lady with beautiful long legs. Yeah, I mean, you want the length, okay? Get the height, get the length. Use it. Also, what it does is it makes the window appear wider. So I'll show you some examples too, like of just maybe a couple images of just how beautiful this looks in an actual not sketch version. But this is the best I could do with what resources I have at home. Okay, so yes, check mark. No, doesn't look good. Okay, I've got some other tips for you guys. Some ways to make your window treatments look a lot more elevated. Now, I'm going to start by saying you do not have to go out and spend a whole ton of money on really, really expensive curtains. Honestly, IKEA curtains, I bought some from Jysk, J-Y-S-K. Like, how do you say that place? Anyways, whatever. I have bought some from there. I've bought them from Bouclair. I mean, I really did not spend a lot of money on my window treatments because I just felt like I could give it that elevated look without having to really spend a whole lot of money on it. And you really can make your window treatments look really, really good following a few of these little tips. So we want to hang our window high and wide so that we're making sure that our window is the focal and that it's framed nicely and correctly. The next thing is we really want to make sure that the rod size isn't the super skinny, the super narrow. I'm going to show rods that you can buy, you know, the kind of the inexpensive rods. I would say it's a really good place to spend a little bit more money. Do not have to break the bank. Not at all, but don't buy the little 1/4 inch skinny rods. It doesn't matter what you buy. They do not help any curtains that you will buy for your space. Honestly, you want to get into like that nice 1 inch at least, or even bigger. So make sure you're buying the thicker rods. And what that will do is it will look more substantial. So you're going up, you're going out, your rod is nice and thick, and you don't have to get like whatever you like for your end caps of the rods. And I don't even know the technical name actually of those, but whatever you want it, whether it's round or it's something with some decoration. I mean, go with what you really love and then try to keep it consistent. So I, throughout my space, have the same rods on every single window, and this is done very intentionally because I do think that when you have consistency throughout the space, it gives it so much more of a tailored look. So find the rod, a nice thick rod, the same ends, and then buy the same for all your windows. So another tip that I have, and I feel like some people aren't going to like to hear this, but something that I really, really dislike is, and what I think looks really cheap, maybe there's no way to say it nicely, it looks kind of cheap, grommets. I find for whatever reason, curtains that are hung with grommets, like when it's actually in the fabric, I'll show a picture, it doesn't read as a tailored finished space. I really prefer when the rod actually goes like, so if you have your fabric, your rod would actually go like inside the fabric, whether it's like little individual loopholes. When you do that, you end up getting this really nice finished look on the front of your panels. So it just looks a lot nicer. It sits a lot nicer, and it looks a little bit more tailored than, not a little bit, it looks a lot more tailored than having the grommets. I find the grommets, they just like fly all over the place. Pro tip of the day, one of my personal tricks to really making a space feel and look luxurious with your curtains without spending a ton of money is double rods. So I have done this on all my windows. I love double rods. And what you can do is you can actually do like a nice patterned fabric panel. And even if you want to spend a little bit more money and get something custom made with like a really high-end fabric, you don't have to get one that pulls the full length of the window, because it could just be long enough that it kind of pulls nicely and sits together, and it's just this beautiful piece. And then your second rod can be like a nice sheer that goes behind it, or a complementary color if you want to go with the color. A lot of times people just want to do like something really light and linen-y. So you build that layering, and I find that it just looks so pretty when you have the two different fabrics. And then you can, if you want to, you can close the inside ones and keep the outside ones fixed. In my personal residence, I've actually done this technique with the double rods, and I've done a pattern, and then I've done a darker one, and I actually didn't do any pull down blinds. Instead, the darker one I close in the evening times, and then I keep the pretty ones on the outside. And like, this is an example of one of the ones that I've purchased. And then I have, if you can see here, the darker underneath. So figured I'll just kind of show you that I do this in my house. Also, the length. So one of the things that a lot of people do is before they go to buy their panels, or if they're ordering online, because obviously we're kind of stuck at home, so you can order online. That being said, measure from where you want your bar placed. So where you're putting that rod up on the ceiling, measure from that point to the floor. And then you want to get either that length or longer. And why longer is okay is because hemming is really easy. There's special tape that you can even do with an iron. There's a lot of things that you can do really inexpensively, really easy at home as a DIY to get your curtains to sit at the right length. A little bit of pooling is fine if that's the look that you want to go for, but really try to avoid too short, because it does that same thing when you're going up high and then your curtains are too short. It's like wearing flood pants. It's just not a good look. I mean, maybe they're in style sometimes, but like generally they're not a good look. So you really want to get that full length. And then there's another tip that actually is a DIYer. What you can do, and I'll maybe kind of quickly show it here. Say you have a panel and it ends here. Like say you already have one and it's just too short. Say this is some type of pattern on it. What you could do here is, let's say you did do the double and say this one is, I'm just showing it like this, to a white, and this is a pattern. What you could do potentially is take some of this, or buy an extra panel or an extra two, because they'll usually come in sets, and actually have it, take it to a seamstress and have them add that on the bottom with a really nice stitching, like, because it'll be all professional, right? And then you can actually extend them. So, or you can do, if this is something beautiful and you want like a little silk piece or something, like you can actually add on to the bottom of your panels. If you do have panels that you say you already love, and you watch this video and you're going, oh my gosh, I need them to be higher. That's what's not looking right for me. So, but then they're too short because I bought them the right length. So you can change it, or you just go to your local fabric store when you're allowed, or buy online if you're comfortable, picking one from a box store that can be shipped to you. And then if you're maybe crafty, you can sew it yourself, or you can wait and then take it to a seamstress and actually have them add a nice panel on the bottom. And it's just, that's where you have to kind of play with your fabrics and make sure that they look right together. But there are solutions to panels that are too short. I hope this video helped you guys get a good idea of some options that you have for your window treatments. If you have questions, can you comment below? Let me know what other type of things you want to know about. There's so many different types of window treatments. So I look forward to covering whatever you guys are wanting to ask me. Thank you guys. It's Anya coming to you from Interior Design Hub with your design tip of the day. Thanks guys. Bye.